as well as any T-shirt or placard that are insulting or divisive, will not be allowed. This event is a celebration of the 107 years of the African National Congress. The gates of the stadium will open exactly at 7 o'clock when the cultural program will commence. And many of South Africa's most popular artists have confirmed their participation. Exactly at 9 o'clock, the Alliance will address us. And 10 o'clock immediately, the President is expected to launch the manifesto. After the messages, as I've said, from 9 of the Alliance partners and the leagues. We call on all our people to join us in their numbers at the Moses Mabhida Stadium to be part of history and to be part of the People's Manifesto's launch. We have no doubt that tomorrow Moses Mabhida will be a sea of black, green, and gold, confirming once again that the ANC lives and the ANC leads. We call upon all first-time voters to come out and register to vote and also join us tomorrow. And we also call all South Africans of voting age to verify their details with the IEC on the 26th and the 27th January 2019 during the final voter registration weekend. And I'm sure with this information we are here to communicate and inform the nation that the ANC is ready to celebrate its 107 years. And the ANC is ready to put hope into the masses of our people, black and white, young and old, literate and illiterate, rich and poor, and everybody from South Africa. Tomorrow will be a wonderful day. I'm sure you'll enjoy tomorrow. And I'm sure you're enjoying Durban. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Comrade MAGASHULE, the Secretary General of our movement. I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, without any much ado, we will ask each media outlet that has an interest to raise a question. With the Secretary General, we expect questions to be clarity-seeking questions. Would appreciate, with due respect, without suppression of media freedom and your rights to knowledge, to focus on the statement, but we're also allowed to ask general questions related to the state of the ANC or the state of the country. I think we can get hands. What you just need to do is to raise your hand. We'll point you, and once we give you an opportunity, you just introduce yourself and tell us which media outlet are you coming from.
State of the country, we must wait for SONA.
Yeah, man, state of the country, we must wait for SONA, that's correct. We'll talk on the state of readiness of the January 8th. Yes, sir. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Yeah, we'll give those 3 hands an opportunity. You can start.
Thanks a lot. My name is Mwani Hans from the I just needed clarity on the issue of T-shirts. The Secretary General said the T-shirt that are insulting, if you can clarify so that we understand exactly what kind of T-shirts are insulting. Also, there's an issue of the ANC in Moses Mabhida regime. This morning, it took the ANC to court, the region took the ANC to court, demanding its regional conference to be held sooner than general elections. And I wanted to understand if have you responded to we are going to court. We've submitted 5 court papers. And what is the position in regard to is there any chance that you will give them the opportunity to satisfy themselves by going to the conference before the general election? Yeah.
Second.
Good afternoon. Can you confirm which former presidents will be part of tomorrow's celebrations?
Come again?
Can you confirm which former presidents will be part of tomorrow's celebrations?
Former presidents.
You talk as if there was too many.
You are right. The third date.
Good afternoon, it's Udawa from Netbank 24. Just a bit of color on the logistics and other related matters. How much did the ANC spend on its 107th year anniversary celebrations? And can you give a breakdown of the costs as well? What were the biggest spending items with regards to this event? And secondly, will there be live links at the stadium? In other words, will there be live links in other provinces where party members will be able to watch the proceedings if they are not here in KZN, or all of the events be sent to the province? Then the last question, the Moses Manifesto has the capacity to talk about just in excess of 60,000. In this regard, how many party supporters is the ANC expected to fill up this?
Thank you very much.
You are going to take the one of live links?
Yes.
And the T-shirts.
Okay.
And some T-shirts.
All right. Okay, now I will start with the one of the live links. Yes, indeed, the live links will be there. The live links which we have prepared are live links which will be in our overflow, in the 2 overflows next to the stadium here at Moses Mapida. Then the rest of the country will get live links through our TV channels, which are licensed in the Republic of South Africa. So we want people to avail for their money of paying for TV license, as well as subscribing to private televisions. And radio. So we want to promote them so that there's value for money. Because value for money does not only apply to municipalities providing services or provincial government, they also apply to the public broadcaster and the private channels which are paid, ensuring that they broadcast to their clients. So those TV boxes and TV sets in each and every household, or those PVAs, those big screens at public areas, be the Shebeen or whatever, would be our live links. So that's how we are going to link with the rest of the country. But we'll also use radio stations. There will also be a radio link as live link. So we expect all of you, as we are here, you would ensure that all your listeners, your viewers, get an opportunity to get this particular message of the birthday of the ANC. But more importantly, the message of the manifesto of the ANC. You know that the ANC has been a government now for 25 years. We have to take account of what we have done in the past 25 years. And we also have to shape the future of the country. So we'll appreciate when you can link us with the rest of the people. On the T-shirts, which are insulting and very divisive, is that none of the members of the ANC must come and conduct themselves in a manner unbefitting to the conference resolution of the ANC. From NASREC as the organization, we have made it clear to all in sundry that we are working towards the unity of the African National Congress. And unity, all of us would know, it's not a mechanical process. It's a process born out of a program of action. The program of action as it is now of the African National Congress is to prepare the ANC election machinery to get the new mandate come May national general election. So all members of the ANC must focus on that. So by T-shirts, that means not insulting. It means T-shirts which do not have divisive messages, T-shirts that does not promote any factions or individuals, but T-shirts that respect the African National Congress. And T-shirts that respect the African National Congress will be T-shirts with the logos of the ANC, with the faces of the former presidents of the ANC, with the T-shirts with the Vote ANC, the T-shirts with the logos of our alliance partners, be it the South African Communist Party, COSATU or SANCO. All those particular T-shirts are allowed to be part of tomorrow's event. Other T-shirts which seeks to defocus us from the agenda of winning the elections on a landslide victory, those particular T-shirts are not welcome, and our marshals and security will not hesitate to get order in such an individuals who would attempt to bring any insulting T-shirt, because to us, those insulting T-shirts, we don't treat them just as freedom to say whatever. We treat them as an element of sabotage, and we are going to deal with them in that particular level of treating it like sabotage, because conference has called us to unite, to renew, and to ensure that we restore the confidence of the public in the African National Congress as their movement.
I'm sure Comrade Dakota has covered that point. Tomorrow is an event of the ANC, and it's an event where South Africans are invited. And when you attend somebody's event, you don't go there to cause any problem. You go there because you are invited, you are guests, and our members in the main will be there, and our members are expected to be disciplined members, because the whole of 2018, it was about renewal, discipline, selflessness, and unity. And everybody is expected. If you go to church and you are drunk, you don't enter. If you go anywhere, so we won't allow alcohol, divisive T-shirts. People understand what a divisive T-shirt is all about. And I'm sure that's what they will do. We won't allow anybody to come in. Number two, there are no many former presidents. There was only the late President Mandela, Zuma, and Mbeki, and now Comrade Cyril of the ANC. So former Secretary General Khalema will be there. We have invited all former leaders of the ANC, be it former NEC members of the ANC at any given stage since the unveiling of the African National Congress. Those who are still alive, we have invited them. President Ramaphosa will be there. President Zuma will be there. And President Mbeki did indicate that he would definitely have loved to come, but there were already engagements. So President Mbeki, as far as I know, he has apologized for not being there tomorrow because of prior engagements. How much has the ANC spent? The person dealing with the purse of the ANC is the Treasurer General. So I'm sure at the right time, the Treasurer General can tell us how much the ANC have spent. But in the main, what I know, members of the ANC from branches, regions, when you see T-shirts, and people are starting to buy these T-shirts, and we encourage branches and regions. The majority of comrades are transporting themselves, whilst the national head office is actually assisting. So TG will be the relevant person to respond to that question. Moses Mabhida, well, we have said we discourage by all means any region to go to court. As far as we know, all processes have been followed, internal processes have been exhausted, and it is not only Moses Mabhida which has not gone to any regional conference. There was a deadline. That deadline was the 31st of July. We extended it to the 31st of August. And when the 31st of August came, there were regions in the Eastern Cape, in the Western Cape, which wanted to go a week after the 31st of August. There were regions in the Free State which were supposed to have, their term was ending in November, end of November. So all those regions across the entire country were told now the focus is on elections. And what will disciplined cadres of the movement do? They will actually follow and adhere and take instructions. So we will deal with that matter of Moses Mabhida. We have been dealing with it. I hope comrades will understand that there won't be any regional conference. It's the highest decision-making body, the National Executive Committee, which has taken a decision that there shouldn't be any conference. The province of KwaZulu-Natal requested, even on behalf of Moses Mabhida, that they should actually go to conference. So the province was pleading for a regional conference, but the National Executive Committee said, we treat all provinces, all regions the same. We are a unitary organization. We are not federal. And therefore, our resolution stays. So Moses Mabhida is not a big issue. We will be able to resolve it. We have engaged comrades, and we have patience to further engage with comrades who are going to courts, to show them and teach them and educate them that you need to respect decisions of the highest decision-making body, which is the National Executive Committee, in between national conferences. I'm sure those were the questions.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah. You can see the media is happy. It's January. They are still recovering from fatigue. Not from any other thing, from fatigue.
The answering of questions there by the ANC, of course, at their manifesto launch, which is set for tomorrow. This is just a readiness media briefing that is being held, of course, there by Ace MAGASHULE, of course, of the ANC. Of course, the party has also held quite a lot of interaction in KwaZulu-Natal, whether it be rural, urban, or even farming communities, with regards to exactly what they plan to do for those people, particularly after the elections. Voting, of course, is expected to happen in May, and they've urged South Africans to go out and register to vote, and indeed to vote when the time comes. Breaking news story as well, just in Johannesburg, Metro Police Department has arrested 4 suspects for selling JMPD jobs to more than 100 students from different provinces. Now, these students paid 15,000 Rand each for the JMPD jobs. These suspects were arrested in Tembisa, which is east of Johannesburg. They will be appearing in court on Monday. That is our breaking news story this hour. Some other news now. A homeless man has been killed and another injured after a substation exploded in Bosmont in Johannesburg. The 2 men were apparently using the substation as a place to sleep. City Power spokesperson Isaac Mangena says the substation exploded after the duo tried to open the MV Link box. Now, electricity has since been cut in some of these suburbs, which are southwest of Johannesburg, and that's due to the incident. But City Power technicians are working on restoring electricity. City Power has conveyed its condolences to the family of the deceased men. We now take you back live to the memorial service of legendary musician and producer Danjanda, which is underway at Baseline in Newtown, Johannesburg. Let's cross over to that now.
Sasa safunda ukuthi sisuke studio wasinikeza ama disk wathi amanda adayisi then libona ukuthi lizenza kanjani right sisithe sodayisi lama disk maybe sathatha about an hour ayisephelile ama disk esasinawo Sasesithi no, asenzeni show. Sa arrange show endaweni yami. Uthena uthe
You remind me under the state of emergency now.
Yeah. You're not under arrest.
Under arrest, okay.
Yeah. Just two questions. The first one is, as you said, we have invited the leagues and the alliances. Have you invited other parties in South Africa that would like to come and join and celebrate with you, except the ANC partners or whatever? That's number one. And number two, I just want to find out how far have you gone with unity, creating unity in the ANC? I know that after Nasrec, you issue a statement about unifying the party, especially in KZN. Maybe have you tried to unify and make unity among members? Thank you.
Well, maybe Dakota will add. Tomorrow, January 8th, we launch our manifesto. So no any other party will come here, except mass democratic movement, parties which have been part of us, those who support the ANC, South Africans, many other stakeholders. And whoever comes as a member of society is welcome. Obviously, if people from other parties come, it means they are coming to join the ANC. So we'll allow them. But we have not invited any party, political party outside our normal stakeholders and MDM forces, churches, traditional leadership, society at large, except political parties. The alliance is there, the leagues. And you'll see, there's no party which will launch a manifesto before the ANC. Because everybody is going to copy the ANC manifesto and come with something they call a manifesto and try to say we are radicalizing their manifesto. They always copy. Because there's no party which has a vision. There's no party which has governed South Africa since 1994. So that is wonderful. On unity, yes, you can see it and you can feel it in KZN. You can see and you can feel it all over South Africa. Live where there are pockets of this unity. We are coming, we are occupying that space. If you look at KZN, where it was, where Comrade Sihle and Mabuya Khulu were poles apart, here they are today. Sihle is chairperson, Mabuya Khulu, and nobody's ever thought that these two will come together. But they've brought this province together. Wherever we went, you can feel the discipline, the unity of this movement. Throughout the country, leave some individuals who are still angry. Leave some individuals who still don't understand the ANC. Leave some individuals who don't think about the people and this movement. Leave them. The process of educating them is taking place. It's a process. We're not in a rush. But generally, the unity of the movement is there, is visible. When certain incidents happen, it doesn't mean that the ANC is divided. And over years, all these things you see in the ANC, whether tensions, they've been there. From as early as 1912, all the conferences of the ANC contested. And the ANC is 107 years. Because of discipline, other people left. The organization is still here. So unity doesn't mean that when you hear some few voices out there, there is disunity. Even in any church, there are people who are not happy about the preacher, the minister. In any church. So there might be people who are not happy about this and that. So what? The ANC is really united, very united. We are happy, we are motivated. We are agitated by branches on the ground. We are agitated by people of KZN. We are agitated by the media, very positive reporting. Wonderful, South Africa is changing for the better. No, the media is becoming very objective. The media is objective. Keep on doing that. It's good for the country. The media
we will just give you, like we promised, the draft program for tomorrow on what key points you can expect, how you can plan your broadcast plan for the day, including your live transmission. This is a preview of the program for tomorrow. It is subject to change, but those are the major activities that will be happening tomorrow. Can we get your order? Can we do it quietly, ladies and gentlemen from the press? We are expecting at 6 o'clock that all the gates of the stadium will be open. That by 8:30, the officials of the ANC will arrive in Moses Mabhida, and immediately as they arrived, as the media, you can be there to capture them. Each and every one, members of the officials, as well as members of the Alliance, members of the National Executive Committee, as well as the international guests will be there. Then immediately at 10 to 9, the National Chair will open the program officially. Then after that, we will sing the African Union anthem. That will be followed by the anthem of the country. By 9, we will officially also be playing our brand new election song that we are going to launch tonight at the manifesto preview in the Gala dinner. You are all invited as media houses who are accredited to join us in that particular launch. But for the rest of the nation, tomorrow at 9:30, please tune into your TVs, tune into your radio. You are going to get a brand new election song of the ANC as we prepare for the landslide victory of the ANC come May national general elections. Immediately after that, the chair of the KZN will welcome us. After him, he will be followed by the messages of our support from the alliance partners. Immediately after our alliance partners, the president of the African National Congress, Comrade Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, will then give the president's speech. Then immediately after the president is giving his speech, we will then be awarding the Isitalande, Siaparam Unkwe. It's an honor bestowed to brave members of the ANC who have been selfless, who have given all to ensure that we have this particular South Africa, which today has a media freedom. We will be honoring some of those heroes and heroines who have made it possible for you to even report negative without being arrested. I know sometimes South Africans, we forget, we take things for granted. It was not out of luck or out of a magic that we enjoy these media freedoms. It was out of hard work and torture, imprisonment, punishment, exile of many of our leaders. So come and celebrate with us that media freedom. It's one of the freedoms that the African National Congress has fought for. Then immediately after that, there will be an unveiling of the elections message. Then by 12:30, the program we expected to close it officially. Then after that, there will be a spectacular firebrand, electrifying entertainment from our cultural activists, artists of note, from sons and daughters of the soil, will be entertaining us up until in the afternoon at 5 o'clock. Then we closed officially the session to allow everybody to travel back home safely and arrive safely. And we must say by Sunday, as we have announced earlier on during the week, that we'll have a beach party that will mainly target the first-time voters, just to remind them that on the 26th and the 27th of January, we asked all of them to go and register to vote, and all other citizens, like the SG has said in a statement, that we invite even all South Africans to go and check their credentials with the IEC on the 26th and 27th, so that by the day of voting, they know exactly where to, when they leave their homes, to go and make their mark. And as the African National Congress, we humble ourselves before all South Africans, and we ask them, come May National General Elections, please don't forget to put your mark next to the African National Congress. We thank you. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, those are the copies. The rest of other communications, you'll get them through your emails or through media alerts or media advisory. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day and stay in Durban. You can go to the beaches, or you can join us on Sunday in the beach party. Bring your bikinis, your shorts, your vests, and everything, your sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
And drinking water, no alcohol. We don't promote alcohol. We don't promote nyauke. Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, Bloomberg. Okay. Oh.
Open,